Hello and welcome to Bone Chill Files. In today's digital world where everything is just a click away, have you ever wondered who's really behind those tempting online offers? Craigslist, the popular classifieds platform, is a gateway to dream deals, but also to unimaginable nightmares. From petty scams to brutal robberies, today we're taking a look at a true story, the FBI's Craigslist Bandits case of 2012 to 2013. A ruthless gang turned human greed into a deadly trap. Every detail in this story is taken from real FBI and court records. Only a few names have been changed to protect the privacy of the victims. This is the second story in the Craigslist Killer series. In the dark of the internet, anyone can be prey. Background and scope of the case. The case occurred from November 2012 to December 2013, primarily in the San Francisco Bay Area, California, but with multi-state impacts, over 6 states including Wisconsin, Florida, Oregon, Colorado. The gang stole over $500,000 in high-end jewelry, Rolex, Cartier diamond rings, targeting sellers on Craigslist, the online classifieds platform. They exploited the victims' greed and trust, turning easy transactions into violent robberies. The FBI called this one of the classic examples of federal crimes using technology to prey on victims. Methods of operation of the gang. The gang was led by a prisoner at the California men's colony, the boss, father of one member. He directly called victims from prison, posing as Jordan Hayes, a wealthy music producer from Los Angeles. The sophisticated scheme. Promised to pay above market prices, even double, along with round-trip airline tickets, about $400 to $500, and luxury limo service to pick up at the airport, creating a VIP and safe feeling. Victims flew from afar to California, or St. Louis in some cases, were picked up by limo and taken to an inspection site. Actually a trap, coffee shop, bank parking lot, remote area. There 2 to 3 members, the boss's son, relatives from Texas, rushed out with masks, guns, knives, beat the victims and robbed them clean, jewelry, cash, phones. Started as local snatch and run, later expanded multi-state to avoid detection. Low cost, airfare plus limo $700, compared to high profits, a $90,000 watch. Even limo drivers refused to work due to excessive violence. Notable victims. Based on the FBI article, March 20, 2017, over 20 robberies occurred from November 2012 to December 2013, targeting high-end jewelry sellers on Craigslist, with total damages over $500,000. The paragraphs below are arranged chronologically, each recounting a case or cluster of cases, integrated with specific timelines, suitable for a horror-style audio script like Lazy Masquerade. Narration voice, deep, slow, eerie. Summer 2012, Wisconsin. The chain of crimes actually began budding in the summer of 2012, when Emily Graham, a 32-year-old single mother in Madison, Wisconsin, posted her $19,000 diamond engagement ring for sale on Craigslist to pay off debts after her divorce. She received a call from someone claiming to be Jordan Hayes, promising full payment in cash and even gifting round-trip tickets to St. Louis along with limo pickup. Thinking she was about to have a luxurious deal, Emily landed with hope. But instead of taking her to a safe jewelry store, the limo veered into a deserted area, where masked assailants ambushed her. They beat her, snatched the ring from her hand, stole her wallet and laptop, and left her with blood streaming from head wounds. At the time, this was seen as an isolated robbery, only later linked by the FBI to the Craigslist crime spree. November 2012, Fremont, California. By November 2012, another incident occurred right in the Bay Area and was considered the official opening case in police files. The victim was a jeweler around 40 years old, struggling with the economic recession, who decided to sell a classic $14,000 Rolex on Craigslist to save his shop. He got a call from Jordan Hayes, the buyer promising a high price and arranging a meeting at a Fremont coffee shop to inspect the item. Amid the cold neon lights, the fake buyer suddenly snatched the watch and bolted out the back door. The victim could only stand stunned, losing his valuable asset and faith in public transaction safety. The entire scene was captured on camera, becoming the first evidence for Detective Michael Gebhardt to start investigating. Late 2012, Bay Area expansion. Just weeks after the Fremont incident, 2 more Rolex sellers in the Bay Area became victims. A man around 30 selling his watch to pay debts, while another over 50 hoped for quick cash for a small investment. Both received calls from the familiar voice of Jordan Hayes, promising high prices and meetings at seemingly safe spots like coffee shops or roadside stores. When the watches were presented for inspection, the perpetrators snatched them and fled into the darkness, leaving the victims chasing in despair. One was shoved onto the wet cement, bruised all over, and both suffered severe psychological trauma. These details quickly revealed a repeating crime pattern, helping Gebhardt realize these were no longer isolated cases. December 2012, early 2013, Oakland. During late 2012 to early 2013, the gang shifted to Oakland and carried out at least 5 consecutive attacks. Unlike the previous snatch-and-run style, they began using overt violence, shoving, punching, kicking, even breaking victims' bones to seize Rolexes and high-end jewelry. One incident in January 2013 was witnessed by Oakland police themselves, as the victim screamed on the rain-soaked concrete while the culprits fled. Police arrested 3 members on the spot, revealing family ties in the criminal network. However, the ringleaders escaped, and the violence in subsequent cases escalated. Oakland became a terror hub, spreading fear throughout the online selling community. Late 2012, early 2013, Florida. Also during this period, the gang extended to Florida, targeting a businessman around 50 facing financial crisis. The man posted his $90,000 Cartier watch for sale and was immediately contacted by Jordan Hayes. With promises of above-market payment, the scammer even sent round-trip tickets to California and arranged limo pickup from the airport. The victim trusted and flew immediately, but instead of going to a reputable bank, he was driven to a dark parking lot. There, 3 gang members charged out, held a gun to his head, beat him with the gun but breaking his ribs, and stabbed his hand to subdue him. The robbery not only caused severe injuries but also contributed significantly to the total over $500,000 stolen in the entire chain. Spring, summer 2013, Oregon and Colorado. Moving into 2013, the gang's reach spread beyond California with 2 typical cases. A victim in Oregon, around 30, posted a $20,000 ring for sale. Another in Colorado, around 50, needed to sell a $50,000 watch to pay debts. Both were lured by Jordan Hayes, with tickets to California for a safe bank transaction. But upon arrival, the limo took them straight to remote wastelands where the gang ambushed. The Oregon victim was grazed by a bullet in the leg, blood pooling everywhere, while the Colorado one was stabbed in the hand and beaten with broken bones. The level of brutality was so horrific that some limo drivers refused to cooperate further, showing the escalating terror. December 16, 2013, Los Angeles and FBI intervention. The climax happened on December 16, 2013, when a victim from Los Angeles nearly became the next prey. He received the familiar script, high price promise, tickets to Oakland, limo pickup for a safe bank deal. But this time the FBI, after a year of tracking, secretly intervened. They posed as a competing buyer, approached the victim in the parking lot, pulled him aside and warned him of the lurking trap. The man escaped, shocked but relieved to realize he had nearly fallen into hell. That same day, the FBI and local police launched a major sweep, arresting key members and closing the over a year-long horrifying crime spree. Investigation process. In 2012, Detective Michael Gebhardt, Fremont Police, investigated the first Rolex robbery via surveillance video and suspect phone numbers. He linked it to 2 other Bay Area cases, then 5 in Oakland, arresting 3 members on site. Discovered suspects were taking orders from their father, a prisoner at California Men's Colony, using relatives, son, cousins from Texas, to execute. Gebhardt coordinated with FBI Oakland Special Agents Darren Heidemann and Paul Healy, expanding the multi-state investigation via suspect photos and records. To crack the case, they set a trap, posted a fake Rolex ad on Craigslist, luring the boss to call from prison. Gebhardt posed as a seller from Texas flying to Oakland. Limo pickup led to the trap. Simultaneously, rescued an LA victim by posing as a buyer and warning. On December 16, 2013, FBI arrested the boss in prison and his son in Alabama. Total of 5 people charged federally in 2014. Arrests and aftermath. After the December 2013 sweep, federal and local forces ended the horrifying Craigslist gang's crime spree. The boss of the operation, already imprisoned at California Men's Colony, faced additional charges right in jail. His son, who directly carried out many robberies, hid in Alabama but was quickly caught, while 3 others were nabbed in Oakland. The subsequent trials led to harsh sentences. 5 defendants received terms from 41 months to 30 years, with Michael Anthony Martin, 42, from Tracy, California, getting the heaviest, 30 years and 10 months in 2016. The boss, for cooperating in the investigation, got an extra 7 years added to his original sentence. The case not only stopped a multi-state criminal gang but left lasting impacts. Craigslist updated safety guidelines, recommending users meet only in public places like coffee shops, banks, or safe lots at police stations, go with friends, carry phones, and trust instincts. From there, the case became a classic study on multi-state cybercrime and a testament to the power of FBI local police collaboration. Dr. Evelyn Harper, a seasoned criminal psychologist with over 2 decades of experience studying the minds of organized offenders, has closely examined the chilling Craigslist robbery spree orchestrated by the incarcerated mastermind posing as Jordan Hayes. She observes that the ringleader's profound psychopathic traits, a complete absence of empathy, enabled him to manipulate victims' trust and greed with surgical precision, all from behind prison bars. Dr. Harper notes that his ability to enlist relatives, including his own son, to carry out brutal ambushes with guns, knives, and bone-shattering violence reflects a narcissistic obsession with control, likely rooted in a deep-seated history of antisocial behavior. She posits that incarceration may have intensified his power fantasies, transforming them into a sadistic game where he turned routine transactions into horrifying traps, stealing over $500,000 in luxury goods across multiple states. The escalation from quick snatch and grabs to life-threatening assaults, Dr. Harper argues, reveals a chilling desensitization to human suffering, possibly driven by unresolved rage or a distorted sense of entitlement. In her view, this case exemplifies how technology can amplify the predatory instincts of a confined sociopath, making Jordan Hayes a textbook study in calculated malevolence. If Dr. Harper's analysis sent shivers down your spine, smash that like button, share this video to raise awareness, and drop your own true crime case suggestions in the comments for future episodes. We can't wait to dive into your stories. Join us again on Bone Chill Files, where the darkest truths come to light.